Okay, so the weather. Oh man, it's got a lot worse now. And it's not so much the rain's heavy, there is a lot of standing water. And there's cars whizzing all around the place here now. And aquaplaning might be something, a term that you've heard before and you might even have experienced. So basically, I know when you're learning to drive a car, it's something that comes up and it's usually a test. I think nowadays they have a proper theory test. I learned to drive such a long time ago. There wasn't really a theory test. It was. I'm not saying it was easy, but there wasn't a proper theory test. So basically, aquaplaning. So when a car drives along, its tyres are on the road, obviously. And what happens is, if there's water around, they can interfere with how a tyre works. So if you look at the tread on a tyre, there's a pattern. And the pattern is designed so that as you drive over water, it squeezes the water and it allows it to escape. It goes to these channels and goes away to the road contacts with the actual road surface and not the water. What can happen though if you have surface water and there's a build-up of maybe a few millimeters? You can have a situation whereby the tyre cannot clear the water away, the grooves cannot clear the water away. And when this occurs, when you lose the adhesion to the road surface and you've just got water there, it's called aquaplaning. And it essentially means you've lost grip on the road and you are literally sliding. And it's uncontrolled, because as soon as you lose that adhesion to the road surface, the laws of physics, they're going to be a cruel mistress. And anything you do then is pretty not going to have an impact, because you're no longer in traction with the road surface, and you can veer out of control and you can hit things, and it can be pretty messy. And I've seen it happen. I have aquaplaned in the past. Luckily, I've not had any serious accidents because of it, but I have seen cars that have had some very bad accidents. So surface water, I'm just looking around now, drivers are sort of slowing down a little bit. There's a good few millimeters of water here. I think if it gets any deeper, a few of these cars are going to be really in trouble. It's one of the reasons you should keep track of your tyre depth, your tread depth on your tyres. Obviously, the more worn they are, the smoother they are, the less resistance you're not going to cope less with the depth of the water. Anyway, that's the key here. So I'm just braking gently down now, and I can feel there's plenty of adhesion on the road surface. There's a good bit of spray behind me, which would indicate that it's been pushed out of the way of the water. And as I'm coming up a hill now, coming onto the M50, most of the water's drained away, so it's not too bad. But I can certainly imagine a few situations now on this motorway today where aquaplaning is a real risk, and a lot of the electronic signs are saying that there's surface water. But it does, some people seem to carry on undeterred. They're not even accelerate, they're going a bit faster here, And I just wonder, what is the people's consciousness about aquaplaning and how dangerous it is. It's one of those things with a car, they're so well made nowadays. You get so much grip, so much acceleration, and maybe it's a bit easy to get a little bit, too comfortable and think that they can somehow, disobey the laws of physics. But I know for a fact if there's deep standing water, it's very easy to lose control.